welcome back to Word of Family Homestead. Well, it's Thursday afternoon and it's about 6:45, looks like. And it's been hot out here today. It's been really hot in the upper 90s today. And we still haven't had any rain. Sure wish we could get some. Had a slight chance to get some today, but it don't look like it's going to happen. And right now, it's about 94 degrees right on. So our old garden is doing pretty good, but it really needs some water on it. So what we're going to do now, it's cooled off a little bit from what it was. We got a little overcast now, and the sun's not burning down as hot as it was earlier. We're going to try to put a little water on the garden, see if we can help it boost it up a little bit. Yeah, that's doing pretty good right there. You can see how dry this ground is right here. I mean, it's just powder. And like I say, it don't have any moisture at all in it. And so we're gonna let that run a little bit. And as it goes, we're gonna ease down the garden with it. Wish I had a couple more of these sprayers, do them all at one time, but that'll do for right now. Well, while the sprinkler's going, we're going to run to the barn over there and see if we got any fertilizer left over from last year. Go ahead and put some fertilizer on it too. Get it all done at the same time. That little straws me done. Hey, Maggie. Got any more left?
Yeah, it's right there.
Well, we'll pick it up.
Oh, no, it's heavy.
What are you supposed to be? It's fertilizer.
You pick it up.
Oh, full jug, full jug, full jug. Okay. Got 3 jugs of spray.
Are you sure it's full and I ain't gonna open anything?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, no, they're brand new. Well, that one is. Yep, brand new. This one I don't know about. Yep. Maybe not brand new. Sticky. All right, pick it up.
I am not picking it up.
You want all that?
It'll take a while. There's oil dry in the bottom down there. We don't need that. We're in this bag of dust, do you? It ain't oil dry, that's fertilizer.
Is that fertilizer too? Well,
Yeah.
it is. It looks like oil dry nearby. You want to just carry this first, the bucket stuff, because it's hard. Or do you want to just use this other?
It's fertilizer. It's gonna take about all of the time to get it out for all the plants.
You going to use all of it?
Yeah.
All right then. Yeah, it's fertilizer. Look, it's pre-rusting that right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. I heard this is heavy.
Yeah, you wanted me to pick it up. Oh, I'm just trying to make it feel good.
Yeah, whatever.
It's light as a feather.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna need a bigger truck. Hey, is my big wire clippers in there?
I don't know here.
Oh, down there, it's pushed up now in the way. Alright, let's go. What are you doing?
I'm loosening it.
It's been that bucket so long, it's kind of got hard. I got to try to break it up so we can do something with it. Need a little hammer or something. About to get me in here with that hoe hammer. The hoe. There's a big old hunk right there. Ground looks a whole lot better now with that water on it. Maybe they'll, between that sprinkler and this fertilizer, maybe they'll, well, they're doing pretty good right now, but maybe they'll come on up a little bit better. By the time to move that sprinkler up again. Yeah, that looks a lot better. That ground looks a lot better, a little moisture on it than it did a while ago before. Like I say, I sure wish we could get some rain. Oh, I got wet. That's okay. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get a little bit of rain. We'll see. Well, while she's working on the garden, throw a little fertilizer out, I'm gonna see if I can finish working this chicken coop, get the bottom wires put in, and get that buttoned up so we can get the chicks moved in sometime, hopefully the next day or two. This is some stiff, hard cutting wire. If any critter digs through that, they're gonna be tough. Tear them feet, tear them claws up. Let's see if I can get this under there. All right. 2 more to go and I'll be finished with this part. Then I'll just come back, throw some topsoil or some sand or something on top of it to cover it up. And probably do some on the inside to cover it up so they don't try to go up under there. And it'd be good to put chicks in there for too long.
All right, so while we were watering the garden, I decided to put some fertilizer out. I haven't done it. I should have already put fertilizer out to it, but it's starting. The beans are starting to have blossoms on them, and I know they got to have some fertilizer so they can produce good. But it's just been so hot and dry, I was scared to put in fertilizer, so I was scared it would
dry them up, and I hope it don't dry them up now, but we are wetting it a little bit, so hopefully it won't dry the garden up or burn it up. We'll see. But you see, I put fertilizer on each side of the row. It'd be nice if we had a tractor with a fertilizer hopper on it that would do it for us, but we don't have one, so I put it out by hand. But it works just as good.
What you doing? All right, one more piece. What you got?
Abby, where you going? Abby, get over here. Get out of the garden, get over here. Come here.
What's she doing?
You think you're gonna go for a ride?
You ain't going nowhere yet.
We're not going anywhere yet.
Come here. Come here. I'm gonna get the pen ready first. Get your pen. Get your pen.
Silly.
Okay. Well, there it is. The wire's down. All I got now is I'm gonna go back and get me some topsoil or some sand. Probably get some topsoil tomorrow. And go ahead and cover this up where you can't see it, and that way you can cut grass around it. Won't show up with the lawnmower either. But cover this up with some topsoil, and I may go tomorrow try to find me some screens to put around this side, because in the evening the sun's coming straight across. The heat's not that bad now, but early in the mornings it's bad, and sometimes late in the evenings it's bad. Top's covered, but if I can get me a shade screen to go from here around that side and maybe half the back, that's what I kind of want to do. And that will at least leave just two pieces here open so the fresh air can go through. And but we'll see if we can do that sometime tomorrow maybe. You can see how dry this ground is. I mean, it's just powder dry. And it just soaks up this dirt, soaks up this water just as soon as it hits. But we sure use a little bit of rain if anybody's got any extra. I get a piece of plastic that's right there too. I'm glad we got that sprinkler, because if I had to do that whole garden with this right here, I'd quit. How many jugs we done used already? Like 5?
At least 4, I don't know.
Huh?
At least 4.
It's 4 or 5 of these things, but too far. No, sprinkler's better. All right. Well, we made it to Saturday, and we kind of been doing a little goofing off today. Last night before we went to bed, Kim saw an auction that's going to be held today, and it's an estate sale, and it's about a county away from us. And so we decided this morning to get up and run to check out the auction. It had a couple things we were interested in, and as you can see behind me there, we did come back with a few things, and I'll show you a little closer to them what they are in just a few minutes. But it's a pretty good crowd there today. It was an estate sale, and had a lot of good stuff there. A lot of people there, and it was hot. There's a few shade trees around, so we got to stand in the shade a little bit, but we stayed there all day today, pretty much. So we don't have any of our regular stuff done on Saturday. So we're going to try to get the truck unloaded. We'll just take supper a while ago and try to go ahead and get the stuff unloaded and finish up a few things that we're supposed to have done today instead of going to the estate sale. But here's a few of the things that we got. Kind of been wanting some of these things for a long time, and anytime I found them, they brought so much I didn't want to spend that much money for them. But today we got kind of lucky on a few of these pieces, and but we got one more piece that's already in the house. I'll show you that later if I don't forget. But we'll show you real quick what we got. We ended up getting, if Kim wants to go show you, ended up buying a little bucket right there. That thing, that's a heavy bucket. I guess it's a steel bucket, but I think she's wanting to put some flowers or something in that. And we ended up getting an old chicken crate. We've been looking at these things for a long time. And of course it's got one little piece here missing, and there might be another piece out of place a time or two, but it's an old chicken crate like they used to use a long time ago to hold chickens in. And I tell you what, matter of fact, we might use that thing here in a little bit. We're gonna try to move them chicks to the other pen. Oh, but that one little hole right there, I'd stick them in that and move them down there with that thing. But then we found us an old wash stand. It's in pretty good shape too. It's kind of old. And when we ever get a new house built, we're gonna put some of this stuff in the new house and kind of just plan ahead for that. And really didn't mean to, but I ended up buying this old bow axe right here. But hey, she's in real good shape too. And it came with the tackle box over there. And of course I like axes. And it had an old double head axe right there. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's got the name of it on there. I can't quite make it out yet, but I'm gonna try to sand it off, get some paper on there, and well, I can probably see it better through the camera right here than I could anywhere else. But anyhow, old double-headed axe right there, and I kind of like it because it's got you can tell where it's been, the way it's made right there. So I'm gonna try to clean that up, and it's got a good handle and all in it. So that's what we did today instead of doing our chores like we should have done. So we're gonna try to get this stuff unloaded out of the truck and see if we can get the other stuff done that we need to do. Okay, all the dirt's around, so now let's go get some chicks and see if they're gonna stay in or not. All right, well, they said the chickens roost at night, and we have messed around and finally got everything ready for them, so it's about dark now. It's 20 after 8, and so we're gonna see if we can't catch these things and put them in the coop for tonight. So let's see if we can keep from losing any of them. That sucker should be, he might not even put there by himself. All right. Got it? I'll let him down a minute. This thing's big. All right, we got the big ones. Now just keep moving. Well, dang, that little nigga, that's really bigger than this. Oh, good time. Ain't that something? Well, that's grown a lot in the last little bit.
Had trouble with that last one? That it? Alright, that's all. Alright, let's get them on the road. Let's get them back there to the pen. So we can get them out of this little cage. They're all cramped up in here. They don't want to come out. They've been traumatized. Oh, they like it once they get out here and move around a little bit in this little coop. Just take and dump it. Just dump them right easy. They'll come on out once you get them down that way. What are you trying to go back up in there?
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and dump it. You ain't got but 1 or 2 left in there, do you? Dump his tail out. All right, is that everybody? Hauling chicks in a cat cage.
Have a bigger place. Yeah. What you think?
It'll take them a day or 2 to get used to it. I think what we're gonna do, instead of turning them out tonight, it's so late tonight, we're just gonna leave them shut up in the coop. We got the door on the other side shut, so they can't go out into the run. Tomorrow after church, when we come home, we'll turn them out and kind of keep an eye on them a little bit, make sure they don't get out anywhere I missed over there. So we got the water right there. We're gonna set them outside to run later on. But for tonight, we're gonna leave them here so they can have something to drink. And we're getting ready to get their food and put back in there. And they'll be good for tonight. Got a lot more room in here than they did in that tub, so they're all piling up together. They'll find the water a little bit. Got them a handy dandy new feeder. Thing holds 10 pounds of feed. So, well, you're right, I better not leave that door open, should I? They'll find it. Once we get out there and leave them be, they'll start exploring. They're starting to move out a little bit now already. So we got the back vent open for them. Got the front 2 windows open for them. There's a good breeze blowing through here tonight, and they'll be good till in the morning. And then poor little chicks, we brought them down here in a cat cage. That's the cage we carried Otis in the last time to get his shots and everything done. So they're probably terrified. It smells like Otis in there. Torturing them poor chicks. They won't never lay an egg. Well, that's going to about wrap it up for this video. Again, we appreciate you joining us. Please like, share, and subscribe. And tell your friends and neighbors. But before we go, we do want to show you one more thing that we got at the auction today that we've been kind of looking for a long time. And like I said, they've been usually bringing so much, we just had to let them go. And this one wasn't cheap, but we decided to hang in there until we got it this time. So here's what we ended up picking up today that we've already got in the house. Well, this is what we ended up getting. No, not a clock, but we got what's under it. We ended up finding an old pie safe, and see if I can get it all in there together at one time. Let's see here. Boop, there we go. Yep, we finally found this old pie safe. We've been looking at these for a while, and they're just hard to find. And this is an old one, it looks like. Like I say, the people have had it in their house for years and years and years. And like I say, we've been looking one, that way we can use this to store our canned vegetables and stuff in that we can, our string beans, squash, things like that. And it fits pretty good right there, you know. Don't look too bad right there. But it's going to look good in the new house whenever we get one built. So if Kim will go ahead and open the doors on it, we'll show you what it looks like on the inside. And like I say, it's a pretty neat old cabinet. And those 10 panels, they go all the way through. And they're hand punched, it looks like. Well, I guess they're hand punched, I don't know. But anyhow, they're punched out through 10. But it's got plenty of storage in there. You can see it's got 1, 2, 3 shelves right there in it. And plenty of storage in that little thing. And got a drawer at the bottom. We can put all, I don't know what all we're gonna put in there, but it's got a nice little drawer in the bottom. And it's all pretty well heavy duty made, it seems like. If she can get the drawer back in. But we've been looking at those for a long time, and like I said, we finally found out one today and a few more things, and we're glad to have it. It's going to look good in the new place. It looks good enough right here too. Like I said, we're glad to have it for the extra storage. And like I said, it's got a little turn latch at the top, and it's got these little decorative, I don't know if there's just nails or buttons in it, but they go all the way down the front. And so it's a pretty neat piece, and so we stumbled across it today. But again, that's going to wrap up this video. Again, we appreciate you joining us. Leave us a comment. I promise to get back to you. You can tell by the comments I'll respond to you. It may not be tomorrow, the next day, maybe next week. I'm trying to get better on that. It seems like time gets away from us sometimes. But leave us a comment. We love to hear from y'all. And like I say there again, we appreciate you, and we'll see you on the next video.